About 3 months ago, I did a video on pollarding my wild black cherry tree. I'll link to that video up here somewhere. And at the time I had said I wasn't quite sure if it would take, because broadleaf deciduous trees, like wild black cherries, tend not to like the extreme kind of cut that I did on this tree. They would have preferred probably being topped and allowed from some of the branches that were remaining to grow from there. But I thought it would be worth an attempt to cut it to the height that I wanted it at, and see if I can get some sprouts to grow. And I hadn't seen any signs of life as spring began to take hold. The weather really warmed up. Well, now it's the end of May. It's actually Memorial Day weekend, and we have signs of life. So I noticed yesterday I had a sprout coming out from here, which is terrific. And then as I was looking around, I saw we had another one coming out here. And then looking here, there was a third sprout coming out of the tree. So it looks like it was a success, and I don't see any more yet on the tree, but it might still be early. I don't know if there's any significance to it or not, but this is the north side of the tree. This is the northwest right here where this small bud is, and this would be more southwest. The fact that there's nothing on the east facing side of the tree, I don't know if that's significant or not, or just happenstance, but that is how it's growing right at the moment. I had almost given up hope that there would be any production on the tree at all, but I was actually going to give it until next spring, just believing that perhaps the very aggressive cut that I did, this was a 20-30 foot tree that was up in the canopy. You can actually see one of the dead branches that got caught in the massive pine tree next to it, where I'd trimmed it back before felling it. And so I cut it way down. Obviously it's only about 3.5 feet high, and that's going to be perfect. As these branches grow out, I'll now be able to keep them topped at about 6, 7, 8 feet tall. A nice backyard orchard height. Like I had said, the wild black cherry isn't really the same as a regular cherry. The fruit is a lot smaller. The pit takes up much of the space in it, and not quite as sweet as the regular cherry, but it's an available fruit, and I can make some things with it. And it might also provide some fruit for the birds and wildlife around here, which is really what it was when it was 20-30 feet tall. But now that I've got my own cherry trees here and there, I'd rather not have the birds competing for those fruits and let them take these fruit here. So this was just a quick update. I'm happy that it's actually successful. I had thought it would be, but there was that doubt that maybe I had cut it much too hard for it to recover from the shock. But as you can see, it is taking hold, it seems. And now I'll be able to train the tree just as I'd like for it to grow in the future. Okay, thanks for watching.